Eyes on us here. I think you might have primed the pump too early, but that's okay.
Live from the Golden State. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be on the internet around the world. I'm your host, Bobby Dix, here with another edition of news, commentary, and all things considered. To my left, joining us today, the down Periscope operator and news bunny, Tails, how you doing?
I'm dying.
I see. To his left, and to my right, a man, two-time Gerbal champion of the world.
And beer chugging.
Unfettered. Ping pong.
I believe it's
Player.
uncontested.
Yes, absolutely. And also,
You're uncontested hiding the ping pong ball?
and a newly initiate into possibly the greatest game ever. Perhaps a new addition to the game of drunk ball. The one, the only. Gerbal. Gerbal, how you doing?
Shit, I'm doing good, Bobby. As you all know, we just showed up to the PBA Hall of Fame Classic.
Ooh, wonderful.
Did have a little bit of maladies on the road. Lost a trailer somewhere in Oklahoma,
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
But, Bobby, being of sound mind, is fuck it, keep going, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So we did, but and so here we are.
Hey, that
Feeling pumped about it.
I have to, as a lifelong bowler,
Did you see
I know.
Roy when he walked by?
I'm telling you, the game waits for no man or woman,
No,
binarial,
no.
non-binarial,
Yeah,
doesn't
get
matter.
there, it's happening.
It has.
Shine.
Yeah, it does. It's on you. You know, they're not crying if you don't show up.
Yeah, fucking A.
So,
It's a championship
Yeah.
for a reason.
they're a lot like my family. They don't cry if you don't show up. So, anyways, moving on. I think we should crack open to the news and we should get this show started.
Go ahead and get her.
All right, you guys ready?
Tails,
Let's
come
do
on.
this. All right, ready? One,
Yeah.
two. There we go. Oh, yeah.
Alright, who's double fisting today?
Oh,
guess,
there you go.
We'll sort that out later.
Gerbal and Ricky,
Yes.
you're double fisting.
Yes, there we
Unfortunately,
go.
This is not from Hong Kong.
Oh.
No San Miguel.
I will venture out tomorrow. That's a must-have.
It's good to add to the repertoire, you know? I mean, every reasonable beer drinker should have San Miguel in their lineup. I'm telling you.
San Miguel's do you think you can drink before fucking you start looting and rioting?
No, I've often thought
I
that.
felt the rebellion kind of
Yeah.
conjuring up in me, but we only had one.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm thinking, like, before you're done with a six, or you're lighting shit on fire.
I believe that's what they call catching the spirit.
Ooh.
So, there you go. Absolutely. And speaking of catching the spirit, this is a story for all of the dedicated fans out there that may like Star Wars. Okay? A fan in Utah used a 3D printer to make his own Stormtrooper costume, which isn't that impressive, but it has a significant improvement. Do you know what it is?
It's got a zipper. Let's take a leak.
Ooh,
European
close.
fly.
Yeah.
A button one?
Button fly.
Oh, I wish. No, his 3D printed Stormtrooper costume is bulletproof.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
How much did that fucking cost?
His name is Niles Rasmussen of Sarasota Springs, and he posted a YouTube video chronicling how he spent about 9 months creating his own Imperial Stormtrooper costume with help from a 3D printer and no love life. Well, I made that part up, but I
made that part up.
I kind of incorporated.
He has no love life.
I kind of incorporated all of the things that I've learned in 3D printing into a DIY project, he said. Rasmussen also told friends who works for a company that makes bulletproof components for cars, inspired him to try to improve on his design from Star Wars films. Okay? He always noticed that stormtroopers don't fare well in the movies, so he thought, perhaps maybe they need a little more protection. And he found this out by testing his bulletproof armor out on a shooting range.
Ooh.
And found that except for the non-bulletproof eye guard, which maybe should be bulletproof now,
Yeah, that could be crucial.
the custom shielding did its job.
Well, that's why I believe in like old school armor, you had a flap that would come over your eyes.
Yes.
Because even they figured it out. Like, you got to see, right? But still, if somebody stabs you in the eye, or in this case, shoots you in the eye,
Right.
you're kind of done.
Right, yeah. No, I mean...
Where's the flap down?
Right.
You know?
Alright, who stole the lighter?
I'm thinking that a jousted knight
It's not yours.
may
I'll
not be
stick
the
it
same...
back, but-
It may not be the same as... I mean, this guy's not... He's obviously didn't count for
like
Laser Blaster.
Like a Lando Calrissian type.
That's what I'm thinking, a Deadeye.
I mean, how did he not
Right.
have the fucking... At least the movable guard with a slit in it, to where, I mean, if you got that perfect shot, then I guess you're dust. But
Right.
other than that, you're pretty well protected. Right?
I would think so. I would think so.
You told me it was Star Wars. How does this fucker not figure that out?
Well, I think maybe he's had a little too much time alone to contemplate. You know how you can overthink things? See, and this is why I say...
That seems like underthinking right there.
Oh,
I mean, you
okay.
missed the whole thing. You have to have the movable eye guard.
Maybe he was still caught up on the fact that it was bulletproof and overlooked... I think he overlooked some key design elements.
Yeah, like
Are you telling me his
3D
wells were
printing
questionable,
a
or the
Princess
assless
Leia.
chaps became a problem?
Yeah, I was thinking that too. The assless chaps may not do well in hyperstellar space, but, you know...
Well, and it turns out if you don't, your butt cheeks are showing.
Right, exactly.
It might be a vulnerable spot.
Yeah, and I guess maybe...
He's going to find that one out a little bit harder in, Leavenworth or something like that?
Right,
By the
exactly.
sounds of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. He's gonna wish he didn't try the test called if I fart.
should have finished.
He's gonna say, man, can I fart in space? You just don't do that in prison.
Question: how old is this guy? Because it definitely is. He's never been laid in his life,
No,
or his wife is leaving him as we speak.
Yeah.
I think she's already took the kids and left to her mom's house. And he's just now sitting there with the 3D printer going, I still have 4 payments on this thing. What can I do? what can I do?
What else can I build?
Right.
Should have started with sex toys.
Right. That could have. He could be onto something if you actually go that route, but no, he's going the route every man goes, the Stormtrooper route.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of
pay more attention when you're watching the fucking movie.
right, so as we've pointed out, he did an interesting job, but here's maybe perhaps I could say a better job that's been done. Before we get to this news story of a man who actually
Has a life.
is trying to succeed, let's go to the weather. Tails, you're checking in with the weather. How's it going out there, bud?
Oh, it's going pretty good. I got the weather from Tehran, Iran. It's a nice 34 degrees today. Blustery. Good weather for missiles. Next, Osaka, Japan. It's a nice and crisp 40 degrees. Yeah, that brings us to another one. It's a nice balmy 40 degrees in Yonkers, New York today.
Ooh.
Okay.
And the last one is Gerbal and Bobby Dix's favorite, Bangkok. In Bangkok, it is nice,
Not allowed back
78
there.
degrees. Chicks are on the beach, almost no clothes. Come out, it's a party.
Wow.
I've been told not to come anywhere
Yeah.
close to that zone.
Right.
Fun place, though.
And that is weather for today. Oh yeah, by the way, if you're in Northern California, snow is expected tomorrow. Have fun.
There you go. You better start the trash can fires and keep those cannabis plants warm if you're in the Northern California zone.
That's right.
If you're in the green forest,
Yeah, these guys know what.
absolutely, yeah,
Come on.
exactly. Bring your crop in tonight.
It's not your first row.
Yeah, it's okay to snuggle with your crops tonight. You're gonna have to.
Sounds like fun.
Well, thank you again for that, Tails. Moving on to sports, we have some major shakeups in the sports world. Gerbal, tell us more.
Well, I mean, obviously, we're here at the PBA Hall of Fame Classic. I swear to God, Ernie McCracken, the great,
Nice.
just walked by. You saw him.
I did.
Headed into the can with
I
a
did.
white
Yeah.
record.
No, he
saw
gave
your
me.
ex.
Yeah.
I saw your ex walk in the door, bro. Heidi's in the back. She's looking for you, bro. Something about some money.
Whoa.
But
Allegedly.
Nice.
gotta go
Nice.
dig in it.
Back off.
Yeah.
People are going to hear what you're talking about.
Yep.
But also in late breaking news, it's rumored that Tom Brady is in discussion with the boys.
Ooh, that's
We'll
interesting.
see where that goes. Impressive job by him trying to stay relevant even though the team is not playing.
I see.
I like that. I mean, that takes quite a bit of skill. Your season's done, but you're still the hot topic.
Yes,
so.
right. And the Super Bowl,
Kudos to
Super
you,
Bowl is
sir.
going to be about him, even
Yeah,
though he'll be
right.
nowhere near it.
Yeah,
I like it.
fucking A. A terrific taunt. I like it.
Absolutely. Golden Boy strikes again. Well,
With the boys.
I told you he would dominate this year's sports. I was wrong on saying he would win, but I'm thinking we're right. He's either signing with the Cowboys or getting hit by a bus on Super Bowl day.
well, that's how it goes.
Prediction right
Okay.
here. It's just a gut feeling.
Nice.
I think Gerbal's gonna be driving the bus too.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Whoa, no.
Allegedly.
Whoa. I'll be at the fucking PBA Classic.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's
Don't tie me to that
yeah.
shit.
He's going to be drinking pictures of Amber Block
Oh,
Yeah.
at the PBA Classic. I know your roles.
It's
Yeah.
it's game on.
Yeah.
You haven't partied till you've been at a PBA tour.
Right. So,
The Hall of Fame, fucking John Daly walked by. I didn't even know he was old.
you know,
Nice.
I actually smelled his cigar before he actually walked in the building. And you can't even smoke in public buildings anymore, but he was just puffing away.
Did you see the way he told me to fuck off?
Yeah.
dude, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Good day.
That's what happens. I heard, and which wasn't you. It was other people making the coughing sound.
Well, yeah, no, but I'm gonna own that. I mean, fucking, I'd never thought in my life I'd have the privilege.
So, moving forward to our main story, and this is a tale of high intrigue, if I do say so myself. A Kansas man has asked a judge to let him engage in a sword fight with his ex-wife and her lawyer.
Ooh.
Okay? The request comes that an Iowa judge grant him a trial by combat. How about this? So he can engage in a sword fight with his ex-wife and her attorney.
So they've agreed then.
Yes. His name is David
yeah.
Ostrom. He's 40 years old, of Paola, Kansas. He said his ex-wife, that trifling woman, Brigadier Ostrom, 38, of Harlan, well, that's why, Iowa.
Whoops.
Yeah, and her attorney, Matthew Hudson, have destroyed him legally, according to a court filing in the Des Moines Register. He has asked the Iowa District Court to give him 12 weeks to find a katana, a wakizashi sword, for his requested battle.
Time to bust out your forge, buddy.
Okay, to this day...
Backyard fortune.
Hell yeah. He'll do that for you in a week.
Well, here's why it's so interesting. Because to this day, trial by combat has never been explicitly banned or restricted as a right in the United States.
Yeah.
How about
Awesome.
that? Yes. And in fact, he's actually argued with his attorney, and he's argued...
His attorney's not fighting with him?
No.
Right?
He's arguing that he says that...
If my client is insane.
Yes, as recently... Well, he's saying that as recently as 1818, this method was actually used in a British court. Now, I ask you, how would you like to read that document or hear that argument? That probably goes something like this. Your Honor, just as recently as 200 years ago, this form was granted one time. So therefore, it
That's
should
beautiful.
be... Right?
I mean, this has got to be a stunt, obviously, but if you videotape this, everybody's winning, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, you just exploited a law. It's just like in Maine, like you can get arrested for having an ice cream cone in your pocket. I mean, there's all
Yeah.
these like archaic rules that are just fucking retarded.
Yeah.
But if you're